People pleasing is often misunderstood as mere kindness or even agreeableness. But in reality, it frequently serves as a coping mechanism, rooted in deeper psychological patterns. And there are two types of people pleasing. There is the people pleasing from low self-esteem, whereby you'll do anything just to be accepted. Please accept me. This form is driven by emotional dependence and a fear of rejection. Individuals always believe that they must earn love by being useful, now leading them to overextend themselves, suppress their own needs, and even say yes when they mean no. Now, this behavior, it's a trauma response where individuals prioritize others' needs to avoid conflict or harm. The second one is people pleasing from hyper-independence, whereby you feel like you don't need someone, but you're going to keep them and you're going to keep score. It's a very subtle form of people pleasing, where it stems from desire for control and a fear of vulnerability. Individuals always take other people's problems, they become the strong one, and they rarely ask for help. Yet they feel resentment when others don't reciprocate. Hyperindependence can be a coping mechanism developed from past trauma, where self-reliance becomes a shield against, further hurt, against being hurt. You are once hurt, so now you want to rely on yourself so that you don't get hurt again. But they all have a common root, whereby your needs don't matter unless you are useful. Both forms of people pleasing originate from the belief that one's worth is tied to their utility to others. Now, that leads them to sacrifice authenticity for the illusion of connection. What are the consequences of that? Resentment, burnout, one-sided relationships, blocked intimacy, delayed healing. It turns love into a transaction, and it teaches self-abandonment as a means to feel worthy. Overcoming people-pleasing involves more than setting boundaries. It requires healing the underlying belief system. Affirming self-worth independent of others. Don't care about anyone. First of all, affirm yourself. Then now you can know how to care about others. Recognize that saying no is an act of honesty, not selfishness. Giving from a place of, authenticity, not obligation. You can also seek therapy, where you can be assisted in identifying and altering these deep-seated patterns. People pleasing isn't always about kindness. Sometimes it's a shield against deeper fears and insecurities. Now, true healing begins with acknowledging these patterns and choosing to honor one's own needs without guilt or apology. My people, heal. Heal.